Hi guys, so today I'm going to talk to you about the anime D.Gray-man Hallow. It's a 13 episode series that just aired in 2016. It was a continuation of a series that aired from 2006 to 2008, which was 103 episodes, so there was an 8-year gap. And because of that, there was a whole bunch of different art and stuff that happened with the new series, but I'll get to that in a minute. So the first series was called D.Gray-man. It was 103 episodes, half dubbed, half subbed. I watched it dubbed and subbed, and then I watched it again, straight subbed, because I loved that show. I rated it 10 out of 10. It was high up on my list of something I watched. I think I've watched it 2 or 3 times at this point. I was so hyped when I heard that the new season was coming out, only for it, in my opinion, to fall flat. Here's the unpopular opinion of me. I didn't like it. It wasn't something that I could really get into and enjoy. It was so different from the original that I totally loved and was totally into. And I see why, there's an 8-year gap. The author died. It's going to be somebody else who's really managing it. But it was so different that it just wasn't for me. It wasn't my type of show anymore. As I said, the art was different. It was a lot more sharp angles, a lot more stylized clothing, and it wasn't something that wasn't an art style that I enjoyed. There was a lot of information packed into the 13 episodes, and there was no time to digest it. In the first season, it gave enough time between events with a couple, not fillers, but less important episodes that gave you the time to work through it, to understand what was going on, to get what was happening, but it gave you no time. It just went bam, 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 bam. Here's a new thing, here's a new thing, here's a new thing. Oh, he's dead, here's a new guy. It just the pacing didn't work, in my opinion. You did get a glimpse into the past of Conda and Alan, which was really cool because I was always curious about why was Conda the way he is now? Why is Alan like this? What happened in their past to make them into the people they are now? And those are my 2 that I ship. So going back into their past made me love them even more, made me want them to get together even more. Big Yaoi fan, so that's my OTP of this series. I love Conda. Conda has got to be my favorite character of this series. He's a jerk. He is a dick, he's a jerk, and he's always mad. He's got that resting bitch face. He's always mad, always angry, but he's in my heart, and I don't exactly know why. I love his character, just with his attitude, but he still cares. He still will protect them. He managed, in this series, spoilers again, he managed to get free to the point where he was no longer responsible of reporting back to the Order. Which, yes, good, finally he can be in peace. But he returned. He came back. He's stubborn as hell, and I can see why he came back. But you were free! Why waste your freedom? And I was so concerned with him until I realized it was to help Alan. And then my ship just kind of started floating again, and it made me happy that he came back. He did give up his freedoms to find Alan. They did leave it to another season. They left it way open to another season. It's to the point where anything could happen at this point. They left it open so wide that there likely will be another season. But to be completely honest, I probably won't watch it. As hyped as I was, as much as I enjoyed it, it wasn't something that I can say that I really enjoyed, because I think I was still stuck in the world of the first series, and it was so different that it made it so that I couldn't enjoy it because I was expecting more of the first series. So a little bit of bias there on my part. For some reason, as I've said before, I did not enjoy this season. I'm very much glad to have my characters back, because just getting to see their lives again was fun for me. I got to see new characters. I got to see all my favorite characters from before. I was glad to have them back in motion, because I read part of the manga, and I've watched the show, and I missed them after a while. And what really did annoy me about the series is the first 5 minutes of each episode was a recap. I've binge watched this. I watched it in one day. I know what happened. You don't need to tell me the whole first 5 minutes of a 20-minute episode. What happened? Because I was there. I watched it. I know it. Anyway, my little rant's over. Overall, if you were a fan of the first D.Gray-man series, I warn you, go in with caution. You can't be too hyped for this because it is very different from the original series. Very, very different. But I still say, give it a try. It was something that you might enjoy, and I know a lot of people did. And I think that's what got me hyped up even more, was so many people enjoyed it, even if I didn't. So overall, give it about a 4.5, 5 out of 10, because I did enjoy parts of it, but there was a lot of hype that just let me down. So, I'll see you guys again in a bit. Bye.